Welcome, Team Cosmic Seeds. How well can you hear me? And how's the music? And most importantly, how are you? Let me know if you can hear me. But I think you should. My microphone is reacting to me talking. Currently just sorting some stuff. I'll be ready in a moment. Just some letters that I have to get ready to be opened. Oh wow, as always it's perfect. I'm not sure if it is always perfect. There was the one or the other live stream where it was not perfect. But thanks for that feedback, thank you. So this letter should contain that. Okay. I'm a little undecided on if I should change up the order of the letters or the opening. We have two old school letters. Let's get this out of the way here. We have two old school letters, and then we have a whole bunch of. So make sure that there's no address visible. There is one address visible. Let's get this out of the way. Let's just hide it. Well, there is a big stack of letters and a package for the first part of just old school and, well, the chains, which we're going to open today as well. But it's just two letters for the last part of the old school letters opening. So I'm a little undecided if I should just do it in all in one go, or if I should actually split it. My idea is that I can clip the different parts of the video and make them their own video. So one would be the opening of the Premodern cards and the chains, and then we have one for the deck tech of the deck that we're gonna build today, and one for the old school letters, but that would be a very short video with just two letters. So I'm undecided if I should do it all in one go, or put the chains here to have three letters, to have a little bigger clipped video. Let me know what you think. I'll also think about it for a moment. Now that I hit the addresses, I can also show how many letters there are for the originally thought first part. So this would be, so to say, part 2. And then we have letters and more letters and two packages. So that does not seem proportional, you know. So we could put the chains letter here, still not proportional, the same amount of letters, but We could also get one of the letters. Let me check which one that was. This one here. Could also put that here, since it does contain an old card. Then we would have 4 versus 4. That could work. So then the first part would be Premodern, and the second part would be just old school. Hope you can survive that if we change it like this. I think that feels better. So, I think we wait another 2 minutes and then we start. Though the idea for the second part was why I wanted to split it with the chains letter out in the first part was that the second part would be focused on that is the chains, by the way. The second part would be focused on dual lands and the first part focused on chains, which is one of my last 3 cards that I need for my Legends cube. Tough decisions, but I also like the fact that it's 2 big cards in one video. I think that's also nice. Let's leave it like that. If you want to say something against it, let me know. But this is what I'm going with now. I think this should be the order. Let me check on the letters and then like this probably. So this should go first then. Let's put that to the side for a moment. Let me check on these. I'm not sure. What does that contain? What does the second letter contain? There's a second letter. I don't know what it contains. What did I order here? There's one thing from eBay, which is in a package. Another thing from eBay that is in one of the letters, which is not one of these letters. Oh, that could be from Card Market. Right. When you just order too much stuff, I have serious first world problems right now. Let me check. Give me another moment. I think it could be. Let me check Card Market for a sec here, because I think it could be that there's actually another order that arrived that I forgot arrived. So these 2, this one. Oh, and this one. That is old school. Oh. Well, that changes things. Which is this one, I think. Let me check the name again. No, it's not. Maybe? No, it's not. What is that? I might just have forgotten to know. Behind the scenes of the silliness of me getting ready for the actual live stream. So, let's check this one. Is it this one then? Who are you? What is inside? We will just check it. If it's old school, whatever. Okay, I don't know. There is one letter that I don't remember what is in there. Let me check the last name of the other order that I had. Not that it is that one, and I'm just confused with the other letter, but I don't think so. This one we already had. What about that? No, that's the one from Portugal. I don't know. Okay, so that will be one surprise letter, I suppose, which is also kind of exciting. If I don't know everything. Okay. Let's get some space. Hope you're all ready. Got your waters ready. And are enjoying your days, or in my case, my evening. Got this beautiful playmat. Have you seen it already? It's the very first cardboard tutor playmat. Okay, anyway, so welcome back everyone to another live stream in this case, or if you're watching this later, another video. Plan for today will be 3 parts. First one, we have 2 packages and 2 letters. They should all contain Premodern cards, I think. There's 1 letter, I don't know what's in there. I forgot what I ordered. But we'll see, we'll find out together. Second part will be building a Giza deck. A Giza Ghoulcaller deck. The actual Giza is at a friend's house, but we are gonna get it here to look at her for a sec. Let me get the window live, which is this one, so you can all see. There she is, and a little bigger. Can I make her a little bigger? I don't think I can make her a little bigger. Anyways, that's her, and we're gonna build a little nice, and well, not a little deck. It will be 100 cards. A nice budget deck on Ghoulcaller Gisa for a friend who recently started the game and is just building deck after deck, building another one for them. This time it will be a budget zombie deck, which will be an interesting challenge. But I think we'll manage. We're gonna also do the deck tech today, I think, for the deck. So I also have another video to clip, so I don't have to do that later, which I just find fitting, and you can get some behind the scenes on how I get ready for these kinds of videos. And then for the part 3, which is why I'm gonna retransition to the playmat again, will be another 4 letters, but this is for all the old school junkies that are out here and enjoy some really old dusty cardboard rectangles. One of them contains my third to last Legends cards. Then I have the entire set complete and an entire playable set cube of Legends. Quite exciting, actually. So a little more than $1,000 are still left, and then I'm finished with the Legends set cube, and I can draft it with 10 people at the same time, as if you open a box of Legends and just build decks and draft it or play a sealed. Obviously, if you play a sealed, you could only have like 5 people, because it's more cards that they need. Anyways, and there will be my last dual land also in here. There are 10 dual lands. I own 9 of them from Unlimited, and there is number 10 right here. If you know, you know. You already know which one it is. It's also in the thumbnail, I mean. If you know the artwork, you also know. So I'd say enjoy. Enjoy today's evening. Let me know if you want me to change something up, if you want to see something different, if it's too loud how I speak, or too quiet, if the music is too loud. Do let me know. Hope the quality is good for today. Sometimes I like to put stuff in front of my PC and the Wi-Fi is really bad. We had that, I think 2 or 3 live streams back that I did not have Wi-Fi from time to time, and I realized it was the big bundle boxes that I stacked in front of my PC. So, without further ado, let's go into the modern part for today. And for each part, I will do as if the video is a video by itself, so I will welcome you all, always. And I mean, this also goes to everyone who joins after. And then I can just easily clip it, edit it easier, put the prices on there, and it's just easier. But obviously, if you just want to get in between, I can always cut that out and leave it in the live stream for people to watch later. So, one thing before we start, did you notice this playmat? This is the very first cardboard tutor playmat. If you like this art, this will only be available through March, and you only have to become a cardboard curator as a YouTube member, and you will get this sent right to your door and enjoy it. After March it will be gone. There is already another one in the pipelines. It's actually already here. I showed it in the video where I told you about this playmat and about how we're gonna do things on the channel for the future in regards to the memberships. So maybe you want to check that out. You don't have to. I'm also happy for everyone who's here and supports me. And so welcome everyone, welcome fellow cardboarders to another installment of Mail Time, aka Cardboard Haul. And we have 2 letters here and 2 packages. We're just gonna open these first and then the bigger ones here afterwards. There is one very big card in here as well, which we're gonna open in a sec. Let's get these out of the way and start with the first letter. I think I want to start with this one because there is a mystery letter I don't know about what actually is in here. So let's put this one to the side, get the get the exciting card out of the way and hit into the first letter of today and enjoy. So behind the scenes, I'm opening this, and later I'm gonna smack it on the table in a sec. I will open it off camera so I don't show the address of the person who sent me the card. And then we have the packaging here, which should not contain a name or anything. So, interesting packaging. So let's flop it on the table. And let's get our trusty knife in here, because we need to go deeper. Let's carefully get into this. And yeah, while we're talking pre-modern, or looking at pre-modern cards, oh yeah, this is a German Alluren. So let me show this one here. For the people who don't know German and are also live right now. And there it is. This is Alluren, the English version you can read here. And I got a German one, and this deck actually, I think, won a tournament, correct me if I'm wrong, and people were getting into this card, and I really needed one for my collection because I didn't have any, and this is a really nice copy. Really nice to have it, really happy to have it, and glad to be able to include it. I'm not really sure if I want a deck yet. I'll think about it, but I'm happy to just own one and be safe that I have it, and it doesn't break the bank later on in a year or two when it maybe goes to $100. Let's hit into the second letter and see what's actually in here, because I did not know what was in here. Okay, so good packaging, first of all. Let's see what the mystery card of today is. Oh, well, that is interesting. Give me a second here. I thought this was in another letter. What does that mean for... interesting. Because might not, let me check. 1, 2... 3. There is a 4th letter. Interesting. That is funny. There is one name that says here that it should be this, but it is... Oh, I know. It's all good. It's all good. We're all good. This is also an old school card, but not really. It's from Advice. So let's go back to the video. This was the outtake that I will cut out of the actual video, but I was irritated for a sec. Now I know what's in here. Okay, so let's get back into the package here. Okay. So okay. We got a Vesuvian Doppelganger. Let's carefully get it out of the sleeve. That was a really nice copy. Has seen some play, but other than that, yeah, a little play. I'd say like LP MP condition, LP in European terms. but it's really nice, really nice. And you might notice it is signed by the artist, who I think is no longer with us. So signatures of him are quite expensive, and this is quite an iconic card. I'm really happy to own my first Quinton Hoover art work or signature card. I do actually own different Quinton Hoover cards, obviously, but not signed ones. There are actually some signed Quinton Hoovers coming for my vintage set cubes, but this is not part of the video. But this is also another card that you can play in Premodern, if I'm not mistaken. And this is really nice. Really happy to have this signed copy here, finally in my collection. This is from Revised. I would love to get one from Unlimited. If you have one left over, let me know. We can trade if I still have this one and I still need it. Let's go ahead into the packages. There is another non-Premodern package here. I think it should be this one. Let's go into that and check what I got here. Again, that's the behind the scenes where I cut into the package. Let's see. Without damaging the contents. That is. I think I have to go from the other side. Let's get this off camera for a sec, because it's quite sticky on the bottom side where the address is not. But I do have to go in from the other side. Yeah, that does open. So. Okay, we got a very old secret lair, which sadly does not contain Premodern cards, but that's fine. I still didn't have that one, and I wanted to own a International Women's Day from 2020. This was already opened, don't worry, I knew that. This was an auction, but the person apparently kept the cards in a nice condition, so let's check for that. The box looks clean, so definitely has not seen any use in that case. So let's see about the condition of these cards, because these are really pretty and very special. So we have Captain Sisse here, and we're gonna check at for the bonus card in a moment here. Very nice, a little curled, but other than that, very, very clean condition. Have not seen any play, or if they saw play, then in sleeves. Una, Queen of the Fae, also a fun commander to build. And then we have Saskia, the Unyielding, 4-color commander, very nice. And then the bonus card, let's get it out here carefully without damaging it. Box is empty otherwise. And happy International Women's Day if you're watching it on that day. Let's check out what the promo was back in the day. Do you know, by the way? Do you know what the promos were back in the day? Let's flip it over. Let's flip it over. Oh, Chandra Fire Artisan, a stained glass planeswalker. These were the very first promos that were put into Secret Lairs, which is these stained glass promos. And this is a cool one. Like these rarer ones, so to speak, are quite unique, and the glass treatment is also quite a coveted promo framing, if you want to call it that. So really nice to, and happy to own this one now. Also, let's get this out of the way. Okay, now the last package for today. Let's put these to the side here and check the last Premodern card for today in this package here. Let's pop it open. And I will cut it off camera again. and then we will hit into the deck building. I'm also happy and open to hear from you which cards you think I should totally include in a $50 budget Giza deck. So you can also already have some thoughts on that. Okay, there's a bonus card in there. Let's hope it's not the only card that is in here. Let's see. Okay, got a bonus card, Peer Past the Veil, in here. I hope hope it's not the only card, because that is not what I ordered. Can I open it? Oh no, there's some sticky tape here. Let's carefully get it open, because the last card is quite special, iconic, and expensive. So let's carefully, carefully get it open without damaging the card that is in here. These boxes are quite cool. Sad that it's taped up, but okay. So it's an artifact, and it's a Mox Diamond. So this I didn't order. Let's put it to the side. But the Mox Diamond I did order. It is a German Mox Diamond, so let's get it out of the sleeve and then show you Mox Diamond in English. But it is quite an iconic card for those who don't know. I will show it off to the side here in a moment. Mox Diamond, Stronghold, and switch over. There you go. Okay, so you can see the English version here, and this is actually my second Mox Diamond. This has seen some play. Obviously, it's old, so it's quite played, I'd say. But I mean, it's still totally in playable condition. Lies flat, has no bends, just received some love. And before these go up to €1,000, I wanted to get one for myself. I already have one, but I wanted a second one for other decks. I have Premodern decks here on the channel as well, if you're interested in that. This is one that I play in my Hana Premodern deck, but this could go into any other deck. Might go into my Land Trebuchet deck. I'll see about that. Wow. So no ink on that, I hope. Yeah, this looks clean. Very nice. Happy to now have this one. So, and now I say stuff that I would say towards the end of a video, but that does not mean that this is the end of the video, just so you know. Don't be alarmed, we're gonna continue the live stream. So, thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Let's get this out of the way again. And you can follow me on all these socials that you see here. I'm gonna show them after editing. I wish you a beautiful day, and I hope to see you in another video. Bye bye. And that's where I stop the first clip, and we are gonna continue towards the deck building part of today's video. So let's get this out of the way. Welcome, true Super Stefan. I just saw you on Twitch in chat. I don't have the option to have Twitch and YouTube in the same program. So I'll always have to check on the side also on Twitch, and I had the window hidden, but you're here and I'm happy that you are here as well. So welcome, and let's get some room for the next part. I think this is an inner sleeve. Let's get this card in here because it is quite special, and these can all go to the side as well, and these as well, because these are all part of the first part of the video. Now, Next part will be to look at the commander Giza again. Let's switch back to her. So you all know which commander I am talking about, which is this guy, this girl. Let's get her to the other side so we always see the Cardboard Tutor logo here on the side. This will be the commander for today that we're going to build for a friend who wanted to have their own zombie deck. So Giza is a 3 mana and 2 black, so 5 in total, 3, 4 power and toughness human wizard who you can tap for a black to sacrifice any other creature that you have and get X 2/2 zombies onto the battlefield. And the X is decided by the power of the creature that you sacrificed. And actually, if you sack 1 zombie that is a 2/2, you get actually 2/2 zombies out of that. So even if you have nothing else, just a 2/2 zombie, you can split it every turn into 2 zombies if you need to. And the idea will be to include a whole bunch of zombies for zombie synergies, and also a whole bunch of big creatures, cheap relatively in the best case, that you can sack because they have big power to get a whole bunch of more 2/2 zombies on there. We're also going to look at ramp and card draw as well as removal to see that this deck performs well and has something of everything to just be able to continue playing through a deck of casual commander. So this is the plan for today. Let's check what I had in mind for this deck. Let's get this deck list here going, because I already made it or did some homework, let's say like that, because it's not made. I have no cards here, but this is the plan. There is a link here. I think I can send it in chat. Can I send it in chat? Paste? I can send it in chat. If you wanna go and look along, read along. Let's also send it in Twitch for the people who want to also take a look at the deck. And I have not sorted it yet, but we can do that after we build the deck. We're gonna see how many of these cards I actually have. This was just cards that I think I should have lying around somewhere, and should not go above the €50 budget that I set for this deck. It costs a little more in dollars, but I think it will be fine in euros. So let's see. The Giza is already in the hands of the friend, so we're not gonna need that, but we're gonna start with the Marauder here, which when it enters lets everyone sacrifice a creature. Most of these are zombies, obviously. We play 30 creatures, so let's get it out. And this already counts towards removal, actually. So, got the Modern Horizons 3 box here, and there should be, hopefully, another Cursed Marauder. Usually, I think I put this one in there as well. I usually want to keep a second copy for myself. Oh, there's a foil one. So we can give the normal one out to the friend, and then do we have the artifact at least twice? I think I own it in another deck, so it will be fine to give it out. So this is another one that appears down there, so if I find it now, why not take it out now? And go into the next box. I do need some space next to me, so give me a minute to get some space going here, because I still have the mail here on the side. Those are the behind the scenes that I will cut out after or during the edit for the video. Though, I mean, the deck building I will probably also not post. So this is just the behind the scenes for you. Let's get a letter out and this away, and this. And this, and then I have this space next to me as well. That is much better. Okay. Next up, we have Corpse Harvester. I think this was in Legions, I think. All printings? Yeah, Legions. Oh, there's also a list. Let's go through the list cards. Because these are just a collection of cards. And many of them are playable, and if we find some zombies from the list or cards that fit in there, why not just get them from this one box? Let's go through the pictures here, so you can look along, and also I can read if there's a zombie. Zombie Fish Gurmak Angler I wanted to have in this deck. I did not want. If you see any of the cards that you think I should put in here, if you know any of these, do let me know if I should put them in here. Victimize I wanted to put in here, correct. Murder I wanted to put in here. See, this box is great for such things. Do not like the little symbol down there, but other than that, it is a great set. It was a nice set to just be able to build anything. I always go through these and I notice, oh, this card it was also in here. Nice. Just include it in the deck. So, anything else? Zombie Giant? Create a 2/2 zombie. Interesting. We might want to include it. I'll put it to the side. Maybe there is a zombie that I don't have, and then I want to include that. Because it splits into... Ooh, Lord of the Accursed I did not include, because I didn't know that I have it. Interesting. Because it could happen that I have one of these zombies, that I don't have one of these zombies, and I can just include these cards that I put here to the side. Another Lord of the Accursed. Okay, I think that is it. Good. No, sadly, no Corpse Harvester. So we have to go through Legions now. Which has... There's in this box here, which has my names here. Oh, there. Let's get into it and see what we have, because this set had a whole bunch of creatures, and funnily enough, Legions, the set with the shield here, was the first and only set that only includes creatures. So if you look top down, look at power toughness, there is no card that has no power toughness. This was an interesting set, and actually as a child, this was 2003, I was 11 years old back then. I never noticed. Like, I played Legions, like I liked to collect cards, open boosters. I never noticed that there were only creatures in here. Really funny. After years, like 2 or 3 years ago, I learned that this set actually only had creatures. And there were nice tribes, like clerics. You have zombies here. These are great, you know, for that, just to be able to build decks like these. Okay, I have enough of these. Do I have a German one? I do wanna. I want a German one. The German one always means a little more editing for me, but one German one less in my collection. I think I want to have some less editing work to do. Noxious Ghoul? I did include. Oh. We'll have to check, because that could replace one other creature, because I only have one of them. Okay. As you know, I wanna have 2 of each. Let's check with the rest. Okay, that was all the zombies. What about the back? Well, that seems to have been it. Okay. Okay. So let's quickly skip through there because I think there were some other zombies from, I think, either Scourge. Let's check. Yeah, or Onslaught. I think this is an Onslaught. So let's go through those. Bone Knitter. Regenerate target zombie is not bad, actually. Could include that. Maybe I want to include that. We'll see. It's not too bad. What happened to this order here? 3. Oh, they are not the same card. They're just by the same artist. Okay, thought this was the same card and was irritated for a sec. And Tuco Husk, was that in here, right? Yeah. Okay, so let's include a Husk. I should maybe say something about those cards as well, why I include them, right? But then again, I will probably also do that later in the vid, so we'll see. Siphon Mind, I think, was also in here, right? Okay. So, we can start sorting a little. Siphon Mind lets you draw a card for each player who discards a card, so everyone has to discard one. This lets you lose 1 life for each zombie, great, just some damage. This I count towards card draw, though expensive. Nantuko Husk to be able to make him really big and have a sack outlet. This tutors, you sack a zombie, and with Giza you can make all of these tokens. You can sack one of these tokens to search for a zombie and a swamp card, so that's crazy good. Could count towards card draw. Welcome, GoGos239, welcome. Enjoy the stream. We're just going through your deck, your upcoming one. We have a murder here as a board wipe, not a board wipe, a removal card. Then we have victimize, who gets you 2 creatures, right? Where you sack 1 zombie and get 2 creatures. Really nice card, could go towards card advantage, maybe. Then this one we want to split because this costs just 1 black for a 5/5 creature if you delve your entire graveyard or a lot from your graveyard. This always comes back, so you can just sack it over and over again and just costs 1 mana. This guy lets you have 1 player lose as much life as you have zombies in play. So similar to the Shepherd here, and another removal which we looked through a second ago. Next up, Death Priest of Mirkul is next. Let's check for that. Where that flies around currently. AFR, so this box. Let's check if we have that. When I say Death Priest, I don't think I have this sorted alphabetically, but just by color. Oh, it is. Okay. Okay, so it's not in here. It is not in here. That is sad, but there's 1 more part that is not sorted yet. Death Priest is not in here. So that is interesting. I don't have the Death Priest, but that is not that bad. Because he makes your zombies bigger and gives you some skeleton tokens. So how about we replace it with another lord that also makes your board bigger and gives your zombies some evasion. So let's put it here and get the Death Priest out of the list and get the, what was he called, Lord of the Accursed in here. Next we have the Darkside Chef. Let's check for that. That one again lets you sack a creature to draw a card. We can also sack artifacts, but we barely play any, probably. So let's check the black pile here. Nope. There's one Dockside Chef. I want a second one. Otherwise, that guy stays with me. That guy stays with me. Not as important. Lets you draw some cards, but you always have to pay some mana to do that, so it's not the best card. Yeah, I don't own more copies of that guy. Kind of sad. But again, not to worry about. We have some nice other creatures here. I think the Bone Knitter is nice to be included. This can regenerate some zombies. What did I say? Bone Knitter. Let's add that guy and remove the chef here. And put the zombie guy, I don't know, somewhere else. Maybe here. So, next up. Corpse Harvester is already in here. Flashback Marauder. Got a whole bunch, a whole box of Commander Legends here. Another great set to just have playable cards. There's Murder again. There is the Marodierender Fleischesack, German. Let's see if we have a second copy here, so we can give that guy to, there is, to the person who will get the deck. Removal. That is removal. There was also another card in this set that... nope. Let's get it from another box. Let's see if we have a charcoal diamond in this art style. There it is. That counts towards ramp. We do not have ramp yet, so cards that give you some extra mana, everything that gives you more than you pay into them generally, or get you to have some more mana for the next upcoming turns, counts towards ramp. And you should always include, my rule of thumb is 10 of each. So 10 ramp, 10 removal, 10, well, card draw, card advantage cards. Next up, the Foulmire. Foul, there he is. Okay, I have enough of these. Let's get a German one in here. That counts towards card draw, I'd say, because he draws a card, lets you lose a life, and also has Death Touch, which is also great. Gem Palm Polluter we already have here. Ghoul Razor. There is a whole bunch of Jumpstart cards. Let's see if we have Ghoul Razor in here. There it is. Do we have a second Ghoul Razor? Yes, we do. Okay. So, Ghoul Razor enters and returns a random zombie back to your hand. Great! And is a zombie. Next, we have a Grave Digger to get a creature back to our hand again. M20. Grave F and then G. This one would be another one that is not as important. Yeah, we only have one. So this one is not as important. So we replace it with the Slave Driver. I don't know. This guy probably, this pile. So we remove the Gravedigger and add the, what did we say? Grix's Slave Driver. Good. Slave Driver. Gurmag Angler we have. Let's see if we have the Calaxion. Because that guy is just a big crocodile that you can sack for 7 2/2 zombies. I think that's fair, right? This I sorted by color, but not yet by. There's one. There, I found him. Found him. I don't think I need a second one. Don't know if I will ever play it in another deck, except for decks like these. Like, it's just a vanilla creature otherwise, but in such a Giza deck. It's so great. Leaden Mirror. Scars of Miracle. Leaden Mirror. L and then M. I know my alphabet. So it's got a German one. We're starting with German ones now. Is that still alphabetically correct? Yeah. Very good. Next lord we have a Lolith Giant. Where was he printed? Guilds of Ravnica. Sure, should have that. That's the yellow box. What did I say? Lolith Giant. KL, there is one guy. Do I have a second guy? Yeah, I do. Okay, there he is. So another big dude for the big dude pile, or for the recursion pile. Next we have Mirkwood Bats from Lord of the Rings. Another great card in all black decks that play with tokens, even treasure tokens. This is not sorted alphabetically again. I'm slacking. Do I have Nasty End in here? Yeah, I do. So let's get a Nasty End as well. I have a Nazgul in here as well. I guess I could trade away. Not collecting Nazguls. There's one Mirkwood. Murky. There is Murky. Murky does what? Lose life. So this probably. And then we have Nasty End. Correct. Nasty End is card draw. Where do we have card draw? Here. Card advantage. I noticed I do like to call it card draw. Card advantage is just so much longer. Do you say? Oh, I'm wondering if I have that one. This is just another great creature to be sacrificed. A 1 mana 4/1 defender. Might not have it since it's uncommon. Yeah. Don't have it. I will have to replace that guy. Let me check, because we can use some queries of Scryfall. Let's go through Scryfall for a sec. What did I say? I wanted to look for something specific. So let's say type is zombie. And we say commander color is black. And we sort it by power this time. Toughness power. And we want it descending. And now we look through the biggest zombies here. Do I have Waning Worm already in here? I think so, yeah. Because there should be more big guys in here that we want to sack. Might want to take a crocodile and see. That is interesting. That is really interesting. Necro Savant. I like that one. Oh, it's from Visions. Wasn't that a rare back then? It was a rare back then. I remember because I got it. At some point I traded for it. Interesting. And now it's an uncommon. Could play it as a commander. As a pauper commander. Let's check if I have it. Should be in this Brothers War box. Because Dominaria Remastered did not have its own bundle box. So let's see. Come on. That. Yeah, and the one from Visions I cannot give away since I only have one of them. The rest were rares. Okay, so let's go back. That one would be an interesting one to include if the person is watching, who I'm building this deck for. Right. I was thinking about adding Twisted Abomination just to be able to cycle for lands as well, maybe? Ooh, look at this. Writhing Necromass, that one we're gonna add. Since this will always cost you 1 black, most of the time, because you have a big graveyard, and then it has Death Touch, you can just split it later. That is nice. That is a nice card. Let's go through Dominaria United again, not sorted alphabetically. There he is. And I have it twice even. Nice! Another splitty guy to be split. Wide open to give me 10 power of zombies. Really nice. So, what did I not have? What was it called? Well, that's the loud yawn, my dog. Dog just yawned. What did I call? Necromass. Mass. Writhing Necromass. Good. Morbid Opportunist. I think that guy was in the list. Interesting. Innistrad Midnight Hunt. Let's check for that box. Is there black? Oh, there's black, and there is one. Do I have a second one? I want to have at least one copy left for myself. I know it's an uncommon, so could be that one I also want to include in this deck. Could be coveted in the sense of that at some point I might want to have it for myself, so I want to make sure that I have a second copy. Yeah, okay, there she is. And even third copy. Okay, so we can hide that box. Or one sec, now we can hide the box. That this part is back to this pile. Good. Okay, so we added, what did we add? This one for card draw every turn, if a creature or more died. And then we have this card here, which is, where's the translation? It's an instant Rotten Reunion, which lets you exile a card from a graveyard, and then you get a 2/2 Decayed zombie that cannot block, and when it attacks you have to sack it. Well, you can just sack it and make 2 fresh zombies with your Giza, right? Even has flashback, so very nice card. Counts towards removal. Exiling a card from a graveyard, you would count towards removal, and always great to have that. This I don't need anymore. And then we have the next one. Oh, same box. Midnight Hunt. More Krut Behemoth. Let's see if I have that one. More Krut. It's a common. I should have it, right? There it is. There it is. What does it do, you ask? As an additional cost, you have to sack a creature or pay another 2. So either 7 mana or 5 and sack a creature. And then it has Manus as just a very big zombie. And you don't mind just sacking a 2/2 zombie to get 14 power by sacrificing this 7/5 creature. So another big boy. And then Tuco Husk we have. Nested Shambler I found funny to include. Since it splits into a squirrel when it dies, and if you're able to even get it bigger by boosting it somehow, you can get a couple more squirrels. So that is one Nested Shambler. Check if I have more of these guys. There is another one. Okay, so let's get this guy here. So this is another splitty guy, I'd say, which gives you another squirrel that you can again split again, you know. So this is damage. Splitty guy. I mean, it's a small splitty guy, but if we get it bigger or get some squirrels out of it, you can sack even more. We have a little light problem here, so let's see if we can get these cards here to the side to, yeah, get these out of the light. Good. What's next? Noxious Ghoul? Noxious Ghoul I didn't have. That is sad. Okay, so let's get this guy out, and we have one card again to be added. This one would do what? All non-zombies get -1/-1. Where was he printed? Allegiance, that's it. List. And I did not see it on the list. Sad. I will find something else for it. Something that we count towards removal, probably. So let's see. Something that counts towards removal. We're still looking at big zombies, so maybe we can combine it. A big zombie that also removes. Is this the final live stream? It will not be the final live stream. There will be many more live streams. Well, what do you mean by final live stream? If you mean if we open some more letters, this will not be the final part of the video. You tell me what you mean exactly. Corpse Augur I also like. Oh, which set was he printed? Oh, a whole bunch of commander decks. Yeah, I don't own this one. Oh, that's too bad. Well, if you watch this video and you get this deck, maybe you want to add Corpse Augur to the list of cards to get, because that's nice. What else do we have? Discard 2 cards and return the horse back. I don't think so. I don't think so. What else? Any others that I saw up here that I forgot about? Oh yeah, we could add the Rot-Tide Gargantua. Let's get that one. It also has removal stapled onto it. And lets you sack a creature, so you maybe get some die triggers. And there he is. Do you have another one? Oh man, I did not open much of the set from Crimson Vow. Wasn't the best set. I feel generous today. I find this very fitting. And you can sack it later for 10 power of zombies, you know? Like, I like it. I like it removal and a big creature. So we put it at removal. Next up. Right, I have to add the Rot... What is it called? Tide? Gargantua. Then nested we have, retrofitted we have, this we just added, shepherd we have, solemn. Ooh, I wanted to add a solemn. Building so many decks these days for friends also and new players, and I am getting rid of so many staples that people just need. My brother-in-law is also thinking about joining Magic the Gathering, and there are so many staples that are just now going away, which is great. Like I want to build more pauper decks, and I'm happy to give them all of these staples like Solemn Simulacrum, which is such a fun card and such a great card. This counts towards ramp and card draw, since it does both. I will count it towards ramp for now, and you know, it does both, so keep that in mind. You always like cards that do two things, you know. Having options is so nice. Or in this case, I mean, there are no options, but like you get 2 for 1, you know. 1 land into play, and also a card that you draw. Next up, Soulless One, right. That was also, what was it, Legends? Onslaught, okay, so maybe we have that one. Because I went through all the Onslaught again already, and I did not pick it out. So maybe I forgot it, or I only have one. Shepherd, Smother, ouch. No Soulless One, that is sad. That is sad. Check for the unsorted cards. Maybe there is one in here. Just exists in Onslaught. And in the list, what was it? No, Plain Chase. Let me check Plain Chase for a moment. I have a handful of cards from Plain Chase. But I fear not exactly this one. So let's go through, where was it? Unsorted ones first. Okay. There's some unsorted stuff still. Vault of Whispers, some Swampies, nope. Again, unsorted, and some lands. Okay. So, that was what, 2009? Oh, there is Plain Chase. Okay, I just got it first try. This set, right? So there are a couple of zombies. Oh, we found the Noxious Ghoul. Too bad. Do not have the Soulless One, but we found the Noxious Ghoul. So that's one. Too bad for the Soulless One. So let's swap them out. Get the Soulless One out, which is just another big guy. It would be cool. Keep in mind, if you want to build this deck, you could just add it if you have it. But we are going to add the Noxious Ghoul instead, which is also great removal, and can also be split into 6 power of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of zombies. So next up, Noxious Ghoul I added, great. And Solemn we had Sir Conrad. I remember my friend asked me to add that guy as well to the deck, who really fits nicely. Sir Conrad I should still own 1 or 2 copies of. Right? That is T already. I think unsorted. This pile is the unsorted one. Yeah, okay. Phew. There are 2 Sir Conrads. Okay, so let's get this guy in here. And the box shut again. Sir Conrad is another damage dealer. Get another sip. Scourge now. Vengeful Death. No, Dead. Vengeful Dead. So after Legions, that was just a set with creatures, we got Scourge, which got normal spells again. So we need... what did I say? The Vengeful Dead. You get a German one, who also deals a whole bunch of damage whenever a zombie dies. Or this guy, who's also a zombie. Every opponent loses 1 life. And that can be devastating. Let's imagine, like, you split your board into, let's say, 10 zombies with Giza. And you got this Vengeful Dead out and a Nantuko Husk. You sack your entire board and deal 10 damage to everyone. You know, you have a time bomb with this and the dead, the Vengeful Dead, dealing 10 damage to everyone by sacrificing all of your zombies if you have a whole bunch of them. So no one is allowed to leave you with too many zombies. Or yeah, they might have to, well, not live with that, have to feel the consequences. Vizier. So for all the future deck builders, as you see, if you want to build a typal deck, a kindred deck of a certain type of creature, you just get a whole bunch of these that seem nice, and you have half of your deck already ready to go, you know, and then you just look for some more card draw and ramp and removal, and then you're almost finished. So building a deck is not as hard as it might seem. Vizier allows you to get a 1/1 for 3 mana, and when it enters you also get a 0/0 army token, let's get that as well, and put a +1/+1 counter onto it. And all your zombies have menace. Oh, all your zombie tokens have menace and death touch. So having this, do I have a token of that? Having this zombie army here with death touch and, oh no, I'm lying. Not menace, just death touch. Just death touch. With death touch is really nice because people will now not like you to like to attack you anymore. You know, when you have a death toucher. This counts towards towards what is that? Removal? I don't think so. Just damage, protection. I mean, we could start a protection pile. This could go towards protection, I think. Next up, Waning Worm. I like that one. I hope I have it. Planar Chaos. Such a nice beautiful bundle box here of Planar Chaos. Black. Oh, there's a bunch of black cards in here. Let's hope there are also uncommons in here. Is that sorted? Oh no, it's just a part here. Well, what does a good guy look like? This some orange sparks. So this part is not sorted. We're gonna look through the unsorted ones in a sec. There are some sorted ones. And the guy is called Waning, so at the back. Waney boy? Oh, there. Phew. I have 2 of these. Great. So this has Fading 2. So at the beginning of your upkeep... No, I have to start somewhere else. It enters with 2 Fading counters, and at the beginning of your upkeep you remove 1. If you can't, you have to sack it. It's a 4 mana, 7/6. Normally, very bad. In this deck, you get 14 power in form of zombies by sacrificing it right into the graveyard with Giza. So that's nice. That's a nice biggie here. So next up, right of Precinct 6. Let's see if we can build a deck today without throwing down a box. The right of Precinct 6. Oof, that is down there because it's from Jumpstart. I'll see if I can dig through there or to it. Because I think the last 2 times that we built decks, I threw a box or 2 down. Building a big pile here, right next to me. So, let's see, Right of Precinct 6, it's even a common, so it should be in here, right? I mean, right? Right of Precinct 6, there are 2 of these, and this is just a very big one. It's as big as, for each creature, it has +1/+1 for each creature in each opponent's graveyard. So another big zombie boy. If they have 10 creatures, it's an 11/11 zombie that splits into 22 power of zombies with Giza. Writhing Necromass we already have. A Yargle we can include. When was he originally printed? Dominaria, right? Is that correct? Dominaria indeed. Good. Wondering what everyone is doing while watching. Like, are you eating? Are you chilling? Are you sorting magic cards? I would love to know what everyone's doing. Let's see, Yargle. I only have 1 Yargle. I built a Yargle deck recently. Let's see if I have a second Yargle here, because he's quite unique, quite a unique biggie. Oh, that land I think I also had in this deck. Well, I might not have a second Yargle. Am I generous today is the question. There are a couple more cards. Rat Colony. Gee, man. But no Yargle? No extra Yargle? At some point I had to sort out some cards of the set. I had too many. This box is full to the brim. So, I do feel generous today. Let's get our favorite Yargle Bargle guy here for this deck. Did Yargle have another reprint somewhere that I can pick it out of? Commander Masters did not open much or anything. Oh, Multiverse Legends. I think I have it actually. Let me check. Isn't that in this set? The Multiverse Legends? Never know. Yeah, I think so. Right? Ah, there. Okay, that was it. Not much. Good. Oh, there was a Dominaria promo version. No, okay, it's just the promo. Okay, so never mind then. Let's leave it here. That's good. It's fine. Could check the list real quick to see if there's a Yargle in there from... What is the list card from? List jumpstart, list... Has the Dominaria logo. So let's quickly go through the logos here, which is quicker than looking at all of the artworks or all of the names. Just skipping through... what's that? Nothing interesting. Skipping through to check if there's the set symbol somewhere, and then it might be that card. But it does not look like it, which is fine. So I will give you my last Yargle. That generous today. So another big guy and another land that enters tapped, gives you a black, and you can sack it later for 3 mana plus tap it, and then you get any creature card back from your graveyard to your hand. Next up we have, let's scroll down, the Zulaport Cutthroat. Well, that is a nice one. Let's get Battle for Zendikar. In here. Okay. So, right There's only one Zula port left. Man. Vampiric Rites was also a card that was in this deck. The Retreat was not in there. Check the others. These are just lands. Huh! Okay, nice pulls. I mean, this is my entire collection that I'm pulling out here. Let's get some card draw. Vampiric Rites, you can sack a creature to gain 1 life and draw 1 card. Very nice. And then, well, the last Zula port, I guess. Let's check which other sets that guy was in. If I maybe have another one left. Masters 25, really? Really? Is that where we got that? Okay, let's check if there is a reprint, otherwise you get the Battle for Zen one. Interesting, I did not know that. So, also welcome to everyone who joined recently. Happy to have you all here. If you think any other cards should be included in such a budget Giza deck, do let me know. Giza Ghoulcaller we're building currently, which is that gal who lets you sacrifice creatures to get double the amount of power in form of zombie creatures of your sacrificed creature. The Zula port, I don't remember having Zula port in here. Like, I sorted this recently. Yeah, it's not in here. Any other sets? I don't think so. None that I have. Time Spiral Mastered. Interesting. Yeah, come on. Let's get... I'm losing space here. There's so many boxes. Should start putting some boxes back. Let's give you my last Zula port. Such a great creature. So if you're ever building another black deck, and generally if you're building a black deck, I mean, most of the time it's an auto-include. If any other creature dies or he dies, everyone loses a life and you gain 1 life. And with cards like the Nantuko Husk, where you can sacrifice your whole board, you're just gonna drain everyone at instant speed whenever you want. This is so brutal. So, Zula port, more damage. Let's put it into this pile here. What's next? Let's go back. We're through all creatures, all 31 or 32 with the commander. Now, some removal and other sorceries with Bone Shards, which is in this box here that is right next to me. From Modern Horizons, what was it? 2? Bone Shards. Let's check. Bone Shards. I might have sorted out a whole bunch of bone shards. There's one. Because it was in so many sets, and this box was just overflowing with cards. Hey, bone shards. Never mind. Next. Ooh. Stay there, cards. Stay with me. Now, Bone Shards is a removal card. You sack a creature or discard a card to destroy target creature or planeswalker. Removal. Bone Splinters, very similar. Sack a creature, destroy a creature. This is actually the worse version of Bone Shards, right? This can destroy a creature or planeswalker. This can just destroy a creature. But still, redundancy is great. Bone Splinters. What did I say? Bone Splinters. When you just said it and forget it a second later. There's one. Let's check if I have a second one. Yep, I do. Next up, Cemetery Recruitment. Return target creature from a graveyard. If it's a zombie, you even draw a card. Where was that printed? Where else? Because Foundations I did not open much. Jumpstart or Eldritch Moon. I do have the Jumpstart box here, so let's move these around here. Could make a second row to the back. Risky that boxes topple over at some point. Okay, another second row to the back. Okay, so this is not the correct one, but this is. Now, what did I say? Cemetery Recruitment. Hello, where is it? Oh, otherwise we have Eldritch Moon. Okay. Interesting. I think that's a whole display in this box. A whole draft box. I mean, it was not a draft box, Jumpstart, but you know what I mean. Whole Jumpstart box. And none. Interesting. So, Eldritch Moon. Also opened an entire box of Eldritch Moon back then. Back then, when they had cheap boxes that just cost you 80 bucks instead of, what do we pay now? 140 sometimes if sets are nice. Ouch. No Cemetery Recruitment? Is there some Cemetery Recruitment? Breh. Oh, this card we want, right? And I have it twice. This is also on the list. So much for that. Cemetery Recruitment. We have other cards that aren't as nice. Okay. Good to know. So I don't own this one. But in the box of Onslaught, let's go through that one again and start a second row here. Oh, almost fell. Almost fell, but it didn't. That does not count. Just waiting. You are just waiting for me to have a box fall down. Don't you? So, got my next second row here. Onslaught. We're back to Onslaught. There is another card that is really nice because it says name a creature type and you get all creatures from that type back into your hand. Just costs 2 mana more, but it gives you all your cards back. But it might be at the beginning of the alphabet because it's a Fedo, I think, called a Fedo, I don't know. A Fedo Dredging? Yes, there it is. Right. I have it 3 times. Okay, I have it. It was Patriarch's Bidding, right? That reanimates the entire type. Still, this gives you 3 instead of 1 plus a card. This gives you the 3 best zombies from your graveyard. Still a nice alternative card to be included. So let's get this out of the list here and get the Feto Dredging in. This counts towards card advantage, I'd say, and this is removal. And that I threw here for menace and exile creature, so from your graveyard. That's just support, I'd say. I mean, similar to the Accursed Lord here. Good. Good. Crawl from the Cellar. That was in mid, right? I have mid on top here. Crawl from the cellar. Well, that was not sorted, if I recall correctly. Or maybe it is? Or maybe it isn't? I don't know. I don't think it is. Half sorted? I think I found it. Here. So, you put a creature card from a graveyard to your hand and put a +1/+1 counter onto one zombie, and then you have flashback and do it again. Again! So... next. Eaten alive. Where's that? Also mid? Yep, let's get mid right back. Should just look through the entire black part of mid and decide if cards are usable or not. Eaten alive. Will I do it though? Oh, probably not. I don't know. Maybe. Eaten alive. Let's check at the beginning. There, eaten alive. So you sack a creature or pay another 4 mana, and then you exile a creature or planeswalker. So that's even better than Bone Splinters or Bone Shards, since it exiles. It gets around indestructibility. Really nice. And sacking a 2/2 zombie that you created, you know, like, whatever. You don't mind. Also, you get death triggers. Ghoulcaller's Chant. Was that in Jumpstart as well? No, just Innistrad. So, since these piles are getting out of hand slowly but steadily, let's get back 2 boxes and get 1 box here back. Which one did I want? Innistrad, right? Yeah. Plop. Innistrad. There's the lady. Well, what was the name? Ghoulcallers. Ghoulcallers Chant. Ouch. No Ghoulcallers. GR and then M. Huh. Bruh. Ghoulcaller's Chant? No, that's the Ghoul Razor. There's 1 Ghoulcaller's Chant. Turn target zombie or return 2 zombie cards. Only own 1. And had no reprints. That is crazy. Why do I only own 1? Such a solid card. Did I trade it away so often, or did I just sort it out? Guess I just sorted it out. Man, too bad. Let's see. Return. Let's go. Oracle search. Return creature graveyard to hand, and let's go black and see which cards people play, which are our alternatives for that one. And get a sip of water. Stay hydrated, guys. If you're watching, get a fresh glass of water. Looking for ones that also give me 2 and let me keep the 2. Return to the battlefield. Huh, that one I like. Blood for Bones? Is that just M20? Blood for Bones I like. Sounds nice. Returning a creature to the battlefield for 4 mana. And then getting another creature into your hand? That sounds like fun. Sounds like fun to me. Blood for Bones. I even have 2 copies. Nicey. Alright, so card advantage, I'd say. Next up. Right, we have to remove Ghoulcaller's Chant, remove, and put in, what was it called? Blood for bonus. Blood for bonus. And then we have blood for bonus. It's up there. Yeah, I was looking for where I was, but the card was removed. Sign in Blood. That had many reprints. I'm wondering which one I still have. Because there's so many. List I'm sure I don't have. Oh, I think MM2 I should still have. It's not in those boxes. Let's put 2 boxes back and get MM2, which I have in a random box here. Since MM2 did not have bundles, how dare they? As you know, on this channel I have all the bundles that exist. Little correction. I do not have all the bundles that exist. I will get on Monday the last bundle that I don't have, which I refused to buy, which was the TMNT bundle. Since I don't have anything to do with TMNT in my life. I know that they are turtles, and I guess they like pizza. But that's pretty much it. We do not have Sign in Blood here. And I mean, you know, like, it would be like buying Magic the Furbying for, you know, like, just Magic Furby set. Like, I don't have anything to do with that. Why would I pay $50 for a box with cards that I don't like or have no connection with? Sign in Blood. Damn. Don't have it. I mean, I do have it, but don't have it in this box. Don't you worry. I should have it. Should have it somewhere. So, yeah, the little story that I started to tell you. So, and the friend that I'm building this deck for has the TMNT box. They got 1 box for themselves and was like, "Hey, Corporate Tutor, do you want the box?" I'm like, "Sure, I guess I want the box." That is in here? Yes, it is in here. So I'm getting the box, but without cards, and maybe like a couple staples that I think are good for Pauper EDH, since I have Pauper EDH decks. Pristine is not in here, right? Nope. So that was the little story time of me not buying the latest. Why is that in here? Interesting. That's not a commander deck. Not buying the latest bundle box. So currently I do not own all the bundles that exist. The next bundles I actually bought, like Strixhaven, great set, like it. Not the biggest fan of School of Magic, but sure, whatever, you know. And then the set after, you see, like, superheroes. I watched a lot of the Marvel movies, so that is my connection there. You could argue, and yeah, that's why I bought these bundles. So, but Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I just couldn't get behind spending money on. So, does not look like it. Doomblade, I think, is in here, so let's get it here to the side. For later, hey, there's a Sign in Blood and a Siphon Flesh, which is, I think, the next card that we need. Siphon Mind we have, Victimize we have. So, we are through the sorceries. Next up for today is the instance. Altar of Reap. We are continuing to make space. With we, I mean me. next to my table, next on my other table, my side table here, which I'm currently building a big tower, or towers a wall rather. I need to get rid of some boxes here to have some space. So, Altar of Reap. This was in Conspiracy, I think, 1. Let's get a Conspiratia in here and see if I probably have Altar of Reap. Just a solid card to include for card draw. And since we want to sack creatures, even better. We don't mind if a creature dies, or 2 or 5, you know, as long as we also get something from it. And sacking a token to draw a card, even 2 cards, sounds amazing. Tragic Slip, right? I mean, there should be more Altar of Reap somewhere, so don't mind giving apparently my last Altar of Reap, which I can't imagine. There's another Tragic Slip. I think it's the last one from the set, but other than that, I bet there were so many reprints. Card draw. There. No. There. Card advantage. Removal. We need a whole bunch of ramp, but we also play a whole bunch of artifacts, so Costly Plunder. Another staple. Pauper also. Pauper staple. Where was that printed? Double Masters? Oh, not that many sets actually. List. I did not see it there. So let's check Double Masters. Double Masters. Since I built so many Pauper decks on this channel, it is possible that I do not have a Costly Plunder left, but we shall see. Costly. Nope. Oh, that was it. Yeah. It could be an Ixalan. We'll check Ixalan next. Right, there was another one that I saw. Supernatural Stamina, correct. This one. This one is protection, and we had a protection pile here. Because Giza will be a target that people will try to remove. And being able to give her some protection is a great thing. So giving her the ability to, when she dies at instant speed, when she dies, that she comes back. Great! And we get a die trigger. Thank you for that. Costly Plunder. Let's check. Oops, there's already D. What's with the C? Nope, just a D. So let's go to the black cards. There is a Costly Plunder. Is there a second? There is a second. So let's take this to the card draw zone. Card advantage zone. Next up. Fake Your Own Death. That also had a different artwork. Foundations Jumpstart. Huh. Will be interesting to see if I still have that left. Capenna. Fake Your Own Death. This is also not sorted. I did not like Capenna that much. Kind of a weird... kind of a hat set, you know? Like, they put on the hat of, okay, today everyone is a gangster. Yeah. Didn't like it that much. I did like the triumphs, obviously, but they could have put them into a different set. No Fake Your Own Death, which is fine. There are many of these effects. Let me check foundations. even though I did not open much of Foundations, maybe we're lucky and we get 2 Fake Your Own Death in this box. Not a single one. Good, never mind. And then, what was the other printing? Jumpstart, Foundation. Oh yeah, obviously I didn't open. There are several effects like these. So, let's go back to the advanced search and search for some keywords like when this creature dies, return battlefield. And let's say instant, and let's say black, and let's see which ones we get. Oh, I did a little oopsie here. Returned. No, return. Very late T. There we are. So, and then we have Ashnard's Intervention, which I bet I have Demonic Gifts, though it costs 2. We don't like that. Ashnard's. Ashnard's Intervention. We're gonna replace that. Fake Your Own Death, remove, and Ashnard's. What was it? Intervention? Yeah. That one we should have. Ashnard's Intervention. Another great card in Pauper. All of these. I play them in my Shirai mono black Pauper deck, which is super powerful, and usually your opponents don't have cards in their hand at some point, no creatures on the board, and you beat them down with 1/1 creatures. Another protection card which does the same exact effect like the Supernatural Stamina, I think. One of them is in German, but yeah, it does. Oh, this even says or is exiled. Oh, that is nice. That is something I would have needed yesterday when I played with my Shirai deck and it got exiled. So, in theory, Shirai is great. In reality, sometimes you just have this and they exile your Shirai and you're sad. Which is fine, it's part of the game. Murder we already added. Nasty End we added. Raise the Drogger. Let's get that. Raise. Is that sorted? Could be sorted. Yes, it is. Card Advantage. We have a whole bunch of Card Advantage cards in this deck. Usually I say 10, but we also sack a whole bunch of creatures, so we're gonna lose our cards. We usually replace them with 2/2 zombies. These are already on the table. Tendrils of Corruption. I just wanted to have some removal or thick life drain. In this deck. And let's check if we own the tendrils more than once. Once. Tendrils? Hooray! Lose life. I mean, this counts towards removal, though. Target creature equal to the number of swamps. Okay, so this only goes on creatures, I just realized, but that's fine. So another creature removal. Instant speed, this we have. This is Village Raids, and I think Kaldheim, yeah. Where's it, 21? Let's check the Kaldheim box, because I think it is not in here. I have a second box where there are just a couple more Kaldheim cards. They have Village Raids. Look at that. Oh, no more Village Raids. Never mind then. Let's ignore what I was starting to say. More Village Raids. Okay, so hey. Good. More card draw. Card draw. Nice. We're almost finished with the deck. Coalition Relic. Okay, so more rares. And then we're gonna look at the deck tech for the deck. Gonna sort the deck with you and show you a couple behind the scenes of how I prepare for a deck tech vid. Coalition relic. Let's see if I have that. I just found it a neat budget artifact ramp piece. Don't know if I still own another one because I gave away a couple. I think the gauntlet I wanted to include, though this is a foil one, this is the non-foil one, just to ramp ahead a bunch with this deck by doubling the mana. I think we do not own one. Oh, the caravan is also foil. We're gonna keep that. I'm gonna check. I might have a second caravan in my artifact deck. That does not exist anymore. Okay. Okay, we need some more ramp then. Sadly, maybe you're wondering, why is there no Soaring or Arcane Signet in there? I don't have any left. I'm playing them all in my Pauper decks, though the Soarings I just have art cards. The Art Series one, which you might have noticed a little while ago. These I just find so much more beautiful. They are full art and recognizable, and they're just Art Series card, but they give them a purpose, you know, or that gives them a purpose. So yeah, that's why I don't own normal Soarings anymore. I traded away all my normal Soarings, and now people want me to build them decks. What else is here? I mean, a Gilded Lotus is also casual, I'd say. Though they are foil, which does not make them budget. What else? So we need to replace two of the artifact ramp cards, because one of them I don't have and the other one is foil. But we are... This will be possible. So, did I remove it already? I think so. Yeah, we are missing 2 cards. So, let's go through the Commander box again, which had all of the Commander staples and cards from Commander decks in here. Because earlier I saw a couple ramp cards where I was like, oh, why are they not included? And then I remembered, well, we had enough ramp already, but now that I removed 2 ramp cards, I can look through them again. So, Pristine Talisman was one of them, which is just a nice way to get back some life throughout the game, and also gets you 1 mana further. And then, did we have another one? Was the Basalt Monolith, which I did not want to include, probably. Oh! The Obelisk we could include. I like that one. I like that one. Let's get the Obelisk in here, which is a later... A mana rock at first, but later you can use it as a removal for any permanent, which is great, because black will have problems, or always has problems, removing enchantments, for example. So... Obelisk, I think. Unstable Obelisk, right? And a Pristine Talisman. Correct. So, again, Charcoal Diamond we have, Sphere, Ingot we have, Gauntlet we now have, this we have, this we need from Theros Beyond Death, right? Which is this box. What is it? I'm joking. Soul Guide Lantern it was. Soul Guide Lantern. So many. 5 of them I own. They're great. Such a solid card. Removes a card from a graveyard. can remove the entire graveyard of every opponent, and it can also just draw a card. This is so versatile, and I like versatility. So, more removal, I'd say. And then, oh, interesting. I did not know this card existed until I started planning out this deck. The Transmogrant Altar. Did you see that? Did you know this one existed? So this one you pay black into, so now it's already quite restricting in which decks you want to put it. And where's the box that I want? One sec, before I finish my thought. I'm down there. Okay, so you pay 1 black and you get 3 colorless for it. And you sack a creature, which you don't mind doing. And then you also have another effect where you can, again, sack a creature and get a 3/3 zombie out of it. So you sack a 2/2 zombie, you get a 3/3 zombie, which you can later sack to get 3 2/2 zombies, you know? I like that. I like these options. And also that it ramps you ahead quite far for an artifact. For just 3 mana. That is 1. I want a second one before I give it away. So let's see if I opened another one or got another one in my collection. That is not it. Many of them look quite similar, which again is another thing that is so sad with new art. Many of them look so similar. Old art cards just hit different, you know. I am worried. Do we have a second one? Come on. Come on! Brother! I want to keep this one. I want to keep it because it's quite unique. And I did not know it existed, and maybe I want to put it into a deck. Ah man, that sucks. I'm just looking again. Maybe I skipped over the first one. Doesn't seem that way. Ah man, that sucks. It's not important, again. Like, it's not important. But it would have been nice to own it a second time and then be able to give it away. But it is an uncommon, apparently. I did not open enough. Good. Throw it away. And get another ramp card. Let's continue through this box of Commander Staples to replace it. Where were we? I think around here somewhere. A little further. A little further in. Okay, yeah, somewhere here. This also gives you 1 life. A card and 3 life points later on, if you want to sack it. It's like a Mind Stone. Mind Stone, another card that I don't have many left of. Or none. Sure, even though I only own 1, I think I don't need it. And it can go into the zombie deck, which will always have no problem having 10 permanents on board. So, we removed it already. We have the Orazka relic. Good, which is this guy. And then, Soul Guide, that of Rebirth. There it is. Okay, black. There's 1. It's again an uncommon. Let's see if we have it again. Come on. Vat of Rebirth, number 2. Do I have another one? Just so I know. You know? Bleh. So what does that do, you ask? It's an artifact for 1 black. Whenever an artifact or creature is put into a graveyard, put an oil counter on it, any creature, and then you can pay 3, remove 4 oil counters, and return a creature to the battlefield at sorcery speed. Really nice. Here? I don't know. We might be able to do a recursion pile. Witch's Cauldron, Worn Power Stone. Witch's Cauldron, 21. M21, let's check. Similar, very similar to the Vampiric Rites, I think it is called. Witch's Cauldron. There it is. Sack a creature, gain a life, draw a card. I think it's identical, right? Just an artifact in this case. Another card, draw card. By the way, why am I putting all the ramp cards, most of them, all the ramp cards here, which should go here. Another ramp, another removal. One sec. Here. Removal. Exile other. No, each other player sacrifice a creature. You get a zombie for each creature sacrificed. Sure. And more card advantage. Worn Power Stone. Don't know if I have that one though. Haven't seen it today. In all of these commander boxes, I haven't seen it. Eternal Masters. Where's the Saga? The list? I don't think I have it as a list card. Couldn't look at Eternal Masters. This box I haven't checked today. Eternal Masters. Yeah, I don't own many Eternal Masters. Do I even have it? Ah, there. Oh, okay. I do own a couple. So, artifacts. Worn Power Stone? I mean, this could also work. I like that one, actually. Let's put this guy in. Milling a card, so you get some more creatures into your grave, you know? Let's get the Power Stone out. It's even cheaper, the Milliken. And it's a creature. Graph Harvest, we have Vampiric Rites, which is the same as the Witch's Cauldron we already have. Oh, Witch's Cauldron you even have to tap. That's worse. Still, it's fine. Barren Moor, we need. Desert, some ramp cards. Okay, so just the lands are missing before we look at the deck tech of this deck. So, Barren Moor, where is that printed? Many printings. Let's go through the commander deck box again. There. Always putting it back, the commander box. I need it again. Let's check here. None on the back. None. I do think at some point, maybe today's the day, I will not have any of these, let's say, staples that you usually put into decks, budget decks, left over. And the set, these decks will be just plucked apart with nothing left, and I will have to go back to all the sets. But until now, I do like to just clean those out. Burnished Heart. Why did I not include that guy? Oh well. Next deck. So we need all these cycling lands also. Though many of these cycling lands are not even in here, so gonna look at other boxes. Where was I? Barren Moor. Oops, I went somewhere where I didn't want to go. Barren Moor. Okay. Modern Horizons. I don't have any in there. I think Onslaught then Interesting. Yeah. I have to dig down quite a bit to go through here, or get to there. Yeah, I did it. Barrymore. I have one left. Ouch. In the back? Ouch. It's not important, though. Not an important land, you can just add a swamp. Yeah. I'm playing it too often in my pauper decks. So, let's get this out in a swamp, and you know, like, it's not that important. Add one, and then we have the desert. Let's get this box out of the way. From Hour of Devastation. Desert. Glorified. Also just one copy left, so let's see in the back. Monolith. Nope. Also, again, not important. Let's get this card out of here and one more in here. Evolving Wilds, we have Memory, we have Memorial. Polluted Mire. That is in the Brr box. Oops. Well, these flew out. Here and there, and this one went here. Zip. Let's check for black. Okay, I do have one black of these cycling lands, which is nice. Good. Temple of the False God. Do I still own any? Dross Pits and Witch's Cottage. Go into this box here. That was a fun box to open. The oil slick box. Lands. Hello, lands. Really? Not in here? Are you sure? There are some lands. What's this one single card? There. The black one draws here and another draws. This you can just sack for 2 mana to draw a card. Very nice. And later in the game. And then Witch's Cottage. In here. Also a very beautiful box, this Eldraine box. Really like it. Witch's Cottage. I think it's on the back, not sorted. Yep, there it is. Enough of these to give away one. And a temple. Though a temple is quite unimportant. So let's put in a swamp. And I think we're good to go. People always have a discussion if it is even useful actually. This is mana. Mana card draw. Say something that I put it onto the wrong pile. So let's get the swamps and then we look at the deck type, shall we? '27 swamps, so that's 2. Let's get this out of the way so you can look at some swampies. Wow, we got far. So, another 2, 4. Okay. You know what? Let's get the box with swamps here, which I have in such a nice old Eventide box, which is full of different swamps. Let's get one of each artwork, just because it's pretty. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's try only the new borders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I said 7, 8. Let me know if I'm doubling any of these. 8, 9, 10. And then, I mean, I'd go up here. 11. That's a little too much light here. A little glary. So, okay, now that is another 1, 2. Do we have that one? No. Oh, yeah, up there. 2. And then we have old border 1s. Next pile. These we have. This one we don't. That is another 3, 4, 5. 6. Oh, he's old border. Old border. Yeah, feeling old saying that. 7. Modern border, but not the modernist. Were they the wrong way? Who did that? Or probably me. I don't know who else goes through my box. Okay, here we go. 8, 9. This we have. This we have. 10, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we're done. Any chains, Mr. Mephistopheles? Give me another half an hour, and then we can look at the chains of Mephistopheles. I think we should be that far in half an hour. We're gonna look at a quick deck tech of this deck here that we just built, and afterwards we're gonna do some. Don't want to mix those up. Want to do some old school mail time. There are 4 letters waiting here for me patiently. And one of them might or might not, probably, I mean, you saw the thumbnail, is a Chains of Mephistopheles. And that one is quite special to me, not only because only 2 cards are now missing of my Legend set cube, but also I will get it signed in June because I will meet Heather Hudson, and yeah, that will be quite exciting. That will be quite exciting to me. Getting my own chains signed. I had the option to get 2 signed chains about a year ago, and I didn't pull the trigger. I needed the money for something else. And I didn't pull the trigger. About 2 weeks ago, I asked the people again who had those 2, if they still had it. And you guessed it, they didn't. So I was like, okay, I need to pull the trigger on a unsigned one. If I want to make sure to get every card signed by Heather Hudson from Legends. And she only did like 3 pieces, I think. So there will be another video coming out like about a month later or so, where I'm gonna show you old school cards that I got recently, and I will ask you if I should buy a Chains of Mephistopheles. Maybe I will cut that out, because I already pulled the trigger. So I think I just got rid of a couple boxes, so we don't have the risk of the boxes toppling again. So I can concentrate on the deck now. So we have these cards here, which is all ramp. We have these cards here, which is all lands. Then next part will be the deck tech. We have everything that is removal here. Great. Then we have everything that is card draw or card advantage, I like to call it these days. Good. We have some sack outlet. I will put it with the big creatures, because one card does not need a category by itself. Even these I would put to the big boy pile. Oops. And this is the protection pile. This is a token for the person who gets the deck. And these are all the big creatures. We're gonna put these cards at the back and tell the viewers why we did that. Now, I think I will sort the pile by power, so people see which big boys we're playing right away, and I will tell them why the small creatures are also in here. I mean, this will also be a big boy. Okay, so, and by the way, Nantuko Husk will also be a big boy if we sack like 10 creatures into it and then sack it with Ghoulcaller Gisa again, so keep that in mind. So, we got this one sorted. Let's sort this. Card draw, return a creature, right? So, sorted. Next up. Drain. Okay, everyone loses life with these. This is only opponents. This is the strongest card though. This is for the opponents. This is some drain, and this is target player. Each zombie in play. Okay, so I suppose I'm gonna sort them like this probably, though maybe we're starting small and going with the more exciting stuff later. Next. Protection. Always remember protection. I think this one is the most exciting here. And then sort it. We have a whole bunch of card draw cards. And a whole bunch of removal. How much ramp is in here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Perfect. Perfect 10 in here. Let's sort them already. So I'm just sorting them by mana costs maybe. I think that's a good way to go. This goes also towards removal, card draw, and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so card draw. This and what did we say is the same one? Where is it? There. Vampiric Rites. And then we have a couple more card draw. Here's Reanimation, card draw. I mean, gives it to the hand, card draw. Return Battlefield. To the hand. This one just simply draws a card, draws 2 cards. Return a zombie at random to your hand. Draw a card. I guess here. Return to the... Oh wait, I mixed up something. Here, Battlefield. This is a tutor, which is quite strong, and this lets you draw a couple cards. So... I really like the Corpse Harvester. This one is amazing. Yeah, so let's sort them like this. Chat has disconnected. Well, it has reconnected. Hope we're still there. Hope we're still here. So, what is next? These are very similar, and we noticed that this one is the better one of these. This also just costs 1. This is some artifact, some graveyard removal. This is kind of like a board wipe, actually. Then single target removal. This lets everyone sacrifice stuff. Good. Then we go with the ghoul first, then the couple zombies, and then the destruction stuff, I'd say, and some graveyard hate. Okay. Good. Let's assort. Oh, by the way, let's get Cardboard Tutor in here, right? Since the commander is with the friend that gets the deck, let's get Cardboard Tutor into the middle. So, lands here, and then we go clockwise. Let's do big creatures first. Tell them what the deck does. I like to... Oh, though, I noticed maybe it's dangerous to keep the face here, because I noticed that sometimes the camera tries to focus on the face of Cardboard Tutor. I don't know if that is a thing. Maybe. I don't know. So this was just damage if something dies. Ramp, removal, card draw, protection, and just simple damage dealer. Okay, so let's do ramp, removal, card draw, and then the protection stuff. Let's try to have this like this. This looks good, right? I like that. Okay, so I think we're good. This is it's a little glary, though I'm showing the cards here, so we'll be fine. By the way, can you still read me in chat? I'm not sure, because it disconnected. Do let me know if you can still write in chat, because I cannot read anything. I will also write a test into the chat. And I will take a 1-minute break. I'm gonna get some fresh water, and then we continue and start with the deck tech. So don't you leave, but do leave for a glass of water if you don't have one next to you. I am back, people. Okay. So. Good. I shall start. Also, welcome everyone who joined in the last couple minutes or so. Thank you, True Super Stefan, for the feedback that chat still seems to work, though you are writing through Twitch, and the chat that disconnected seems to be the YouTube chat, but it seems to be fine. I think it's fine because I can also read my message and it did not give me an error message or anything. I think we're good. So, we're gonna continue with the deck tech. I will not show Giza again, though for people who just joined and want to see Giza, this is what the deck is about. The friend who will get this deck in a couple of days, on Monday, will already has Ghoulcaller Gisa, and after editing, because I will clip this video for a singular video about the deck tech only, so without the whole deck building process, I will show Giza right here so everyone can read her, but I will do that in post edit so it looks nicer all in all. So generally for 5 you get a 3/4 that you can tap for 1 black to get X 2/2 zombies equal to a creature that you just sacrificed, equal to the power of the creature that you just sacrificed. And then you get a whole bunch of zombies. That is the text of the human wizard Ghoulcaller Gisa. So, shall we begin? Let's get this out of the scene and enjoy some, well, first look at some behind the scenes, because this preparation was the behind the scenes part. Now is the argument part of why I put all of this stuff in here. So I will do as if this is a Cardboard Tutor singular video now. So welcome back, fellow cardboarders, to another installment of Think Outside the Deck Box, where we look at how to reanimate dead creatures and split them half and double the amount of power. So enjoy another Think Outside the Deck Box. As you might notice, there is no Giza Ghoulcaller here. This is another deck for a friend. This is a budget-friendly, below 50 euros Giza Ghoulcaller deck. So Giza on a budget with budget zombies. But I will show it on screen what Giza does. For 3 and 2 black, you get a 3/4 human wizard that you can tap for a black mana, sack a creature, and equal to the power of the creature that you just sacrificed, you get X 2/2 zombies onto the battlefield. And the idea is you can split them as often as you want throughout turns. Even if you just have a 2/2 zombie, you can split it. The power is 2, so you get 2/2 zombies out of 1 zombie, so it's great. The idea will be that we actually have a whole bunch of big creatures, so we split the deck into different categories. You already see a Yargle, which has 9 power, so that will give you 18 power in zombies, in 2/2 zombies. And we have a couple more. We also split the deck into ramp, removal, and card draw, or card advantage. We have some life drain and damage here going, as well as a protection and land pile. So without further ado, let's check what the cards of this deck are. We have Yargle, Glutton of Urborg for 5 mana. It's a 9/3. That's it. I built an entire budget deck around him, and now it's time for him to get split in half and in 18 power 2/2 zombies with Giza. And this entire pile I sorted by power. So we have Calassian Hunger Tyrant for 3 mana, a 7/2. You sack it and you get 14 power in form of 2/2 zombies. The Worm allows you to have a Fading Worm, which will at some point leave the battlefield, but before it does that, you sack it for 7 2/2 zombies on the battlefield. We have the Behemoth, also a 7 power creature that either costs 7 mana or you just sack a creature. It has menace, you can attack a couple times maybe. At some point you're gonna split it. We have Lolith Giant, now a 6 power creature, which whenever it enters the battlefield, it deals 1 damage for each creature card in your graveyard. We're playing over 30 creatures. There will, at some point, when you cast it, at least be like 10 creatures in there, probably. Dealing 10 damage to target opponent will not be hard, and splitting it into 6 2/2 zombies, also easy. 5 mana, I'm correcting that, I'm cutting that out. A 1 mana 5/5 actually, because it will get cheaper for each creature in your graveyard, and it even has Death Touch, great blocker, and splits into 10 power. Zombies, Gurmak Angler, again a creature that costs just 1 black because it has Delve. You just exile a whole bunch of cards that you no longer need. Probably not creatures, or the worst ones, to get a 5/5 that you split later. Grixis Slave Driver for 6 mana leaves and gives you a 2/2 zombie, so you split it and get a bonus zombie, and you can unearth it to actually have to sacrifice it at the end of turn, but you just split it again, right, to get more zombies. The white of a Precinct 6 is a 2 mana, probably 11/11 or so if you have like 10 creatures in there, and then you split it into 22 power zombies later on when you sack it with Giza. Retrofitted Transmogrant. Now you just say it's a 1/1. Well, this is repeatable, and it makes you 3 2/2 zombies whenever you sack it, because when it returns from the graveyard to the battlefield, it gets 2 +1/+1 counters put onto it, so 3 power. Nested Shambler is another cutie, just a 1/1 that gives you squirrels equal to its power. It's just bonus, you know? It's just a 1/1 that you can just chump block with or just sack later. It's solid, you know? You could replace it if you don't find it too good, but it gives you squirrels, you know? Nantuko Husk for 3 mana. This is brutal. It can sack a whole bunch of creatures to get a +2/+2 until end of turn for each creature that you sacked. And there are a couple that deal damage per creature that die. And also, well, per +2/+2, you get 2 2/2 zombies when you sack the Nantuko Husk. So keep that in mind. If you sack 10 creatures, this goes up to 22, giving you 44 power zombies on the battlefield. That can be scary. Speaking of more power, Lord of the Accursed gives all your zombies +1/+1. Now the 2/2 zombies are 3/3 zombies, and all of them can gain menace with just a tap and 2 mana. And the Graph Harvest, a 1 mana Menace Giver, again exiles a creature card from your graveyard to give yourself a 2/2 zombie. Just a nice card if your Giza is not around currently to just do something with your mana if you need that. And that is the Power Pile. Next up, we're gonna look at how this deck ramps. There are a couple of creatures also in here, so stick around to see which ones we're gonna sack, because this is also nicely sackable if you don't need the mana anymore. Also mills you, gives you some creatures in your graveyard to make the white bigger, for example, so really versatile card. We have a Mirror here, which we can maybe sack later if you don't need it anymore. Gives you a mana otherwise. Charcoal Diamond, solid. Mana Rock, Obelisk to be able to deal with any pesky card. Black has problems, for example, dealing with enchantments, and this could destroy an enchantment if you want to get rid of that. We have Relic, which when you have 10 or more permanents on the battlefield, not only gives you mana, but you can also sack it for 3 life and drawing a card. Talisman gives you 1 life every turn when you tap it. Commander's Sphere you can later sack for a card. Darksteel Ingot is indestructible, and the Solemn Simulacrum gives you land tapped and also draws your card when it dies, so 2 in 1, and you can also split it into zombies, obviously. Gauntlet of Power, the last one, the strong ramp card here, doubles your mana. You choose a color, black, obviously. Boost your entire team, and then it doubles your black mana that you produce. One sip here. Next up, removal. We play Noxious Ghoul for 5 mana 3/3, and when this one enters, or any other zombies, all non-zombies get -1/-1. This is our board wipe in this deck. Later on you could also just split it into more zombies, or you keep it around. You remove a couple of your non-zombies, like for example the Solemn Simulacrum, which you want to see die anyway, so you don't mind. But we're playing so many zombies, probably like 25-ish, I haven't counted, but so many, and we don't mind if some of our non-zombies die, and we just continue wiping the board of small creatures from our opponents. And well, if we keep in mind, if we actually like pull off getting 20 zombies with the Nantuko Husk, we do actually deal -20, -20 to each creature, so it's an entire board wipe. So keep that in mind. Rot Tyke Gargantua for 5 mana, it exploits, so you sacrifice a creature. When it enters, you may. If you do, everyone else also sacrifices a creature. We play a couple of these sacrificers. Flashback Marauder wants everyone to sacrifice. This also wants everyone to sacrifice when it enters. Siphon Flash, again, everyone sacrifices. For each one player that sacrificed, you get a 2/2 zombies again. We have Doomblade to remove we have Doomblade to destroy a non-black creature, as well as Murder to destroy any creature at instant speed. Eaten Alive to actually exile a creature or planeswalker, not just for 1 mana, you also have to pay 4 or sacrifice a creature to do so. The worst versions are Bone Splinters and Bone Shards. Here, Bone Shards is the better one that can also destroy a creature or planeswalker. This just destroys a creature. Both of them say sack a creature additionally or discard a card you choose. Tragic Slip, -1/-1. If a creature died, and it's a zombie deck, it's a black deck, creatures will die, you can actually deal -13, being able to deal with probably any creature, even indestructible ones. Tendrils of Corruption to deal X damage to a creature and gain X life equal to the amount of swamps that we play. We play a whole bunch of swamps, but a couple of nice utility lands, so stick around till the end. Soul Guide Lantern. This gives us a couple options. When it enters, we exile any one card from a graveyard. We can tap it, sack it, exile all cards from all opponents' graveyards, and or we can sack it to draw a card if no one plays a big reanimation pile. Then we have the Rotten, what was it called in English? Reunion. You exile a card from a graveyard and get a 2/2 zombie with decay. It cannot block, and when it attacks you have to sack it. Well, before you have to sack it, you sack it with Giza, right? And it even has flashback. Next up, we have our ramp. That is incorrect. Card advantage pile. Corpse Harvester is one of our strongest cards in here, which is a tutor in form of a zombie for 5 mana. You get a 3/3. Zombie Wizard for 2 mana. You tap it, sack a creature. A 2/2 zombie probably created with Giza. And you search your library for a zombie card and a swamp card and put them both in your hand. Now, that is great, right? Every zombie deck should play this card. If you don't have it, why don't you have it in your zombie deck? Get it. It's still cheap. What does it cost, by the way? It costs $2.50. Get it. Next up, Vampiric Rites. You now are able to sack creatures for 2 mana to get 1 life and draw 1 card. Similarly, Witch's Cauldron, it has to tap to sack a creature and gain a life and draw a card, so it's the worst version, but why not have some redundancy? We have the Foulmire Knight, which lets you draw a card and lose a life when you go on an adventure, and later on has some death touch for some nice protection. Morbid Opportunist lets you draw a card whenever one or more creatures die, only once per turn, but, well, we can sack at an opponent's turn as well. Nasty End, a couple of instants that let you actually sacrifice stuff at instant speed, besides the Nantuko Husk that we saw earlier. If we even sacrifice a legendary creature, which 90% of the time we will not do with Giza, we even draw 3 cards. Altar's Reap, we draw 2 cards, sack a creature before. Similarly, sack a creature or artifact, draw 2 cards. Village Rites, sack a creature, draw 2 cards for just 1 mana. Sign in Blood, draw 2 cards, lose 2 life. You could even try to kill a player with that. Siphon Mind, everyone discards a card, and for each one that did, you draw a card. Ghoul Razor, when it enters, you return a zombie at random from a graveyard to your hand. Epheto Dredging, you choose a creature type, zombie probably, and get zombies 3 in number from your graveyard to your hand. What was that in English? Crawl from the Cellar. For 1, you get a creature card from your graveyard to your hand and put a +1/+1 counter onto 1 zombie, and it has flashback. Next up, Raise the Draugr. You get a creature from your graveyard into your hand. If they share type, you can even take 2, right? Why not? Victimize, sack a creature, get 2 creatures from a graveyard into the battlefield. Blood for Bones, you sack a creature, get a card onto the battlefield, and 1 into your hand, a creature card. Vat of Rebirth, for each artifact or creature that is put into the graveyard, you put an oil counter on it. For 3, you can remove 4 counters at sorcery speed to get a creature onto the battlefield from your graveyard. Now, next up, some life drain and life loss. We have the... what was that? Vengeful Dead. For 4, a 3/2 zombie. Whenever a zombie or him dies, some player loses... no, actually every player. Every player loses 1 life point. Next up, the Bat. Whenever a token is created or sacrificed, everyone loses a life, besides you, every opponent. Sir Conrad, a very strong card by itself, but also in a sacrifice and mill strategy deck. For 5, whenever a creature dies, is put into the graveyard or from anywhere from the battlefield into the grave or from your library onto the grave, every opponent loses a life. And for 2 mana, everyone mills 1 card, and, well, then the first ability triggers and everyone loses some life, right? Zulaport Cutthroat, drains some life whenever a creature you control dies from each opponent. Gem Palm Polluter, this has cycling. If you don't need it, you can just throw it out of your hand to draw a fresh card. And when you cycle it, you may have target player lose 1 life for each zombie that you have. Strong, otherwise another strong power creature that you can sack for 8 power zombies. Shepherd of Rut is a continuous damage dealer by tapping it, and everyone, including you, will get dealt 1 damage per zombie, so be careful with that one. Some protection, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Look, we're gonna look at the lands in a second, so stick around till the end. Bone Knitter, for 2 mana, you can regenerate a zombie. It even has Morph if you wanna keep it a secret and play it as a 2/2 face down and flip it back up, but usually you just want to play it and be able to regenerate your favorite zombies. Supernatural Stamina, as well as Ashnod's Intervention, both of them are able to save your Giza if she might be targeted, because she is quite a strong commander and people might get rid of her. So both of them, whenever she might die, and this even when she might get exiled, you can save her and bring her back right onto the battlefield, or in this case, into your hand. Next up, the Vizier. When it enters, you give a 0/0 zombie token a +1/+1 counter. You create that 0/0 zombie token and put a +1/+1 counter onto it, and they get Death Touch. All of your zombies actually get Death Touch that are tokens, including the ones that Giza creates. And now, let's look at the lands last. The before we end this video for today, we have the Memorial to Folly, which you can later sack to get a creature from a graveyard onto your hand. Witch's Cottage similarly puts it on top of the library, your best zombie from your grave. This one you can later sack to draw a card, and this one you can throw out of your hand to draw a card. Then we play 2 nice budget fetch lands, and now I do want to hear from you which cards you would have included in a Budget Ghoulcaller Gisa deck. Let me know in the comments. The deck list also is in the comments below, as always, on my videos. Do check out another one if you enjoy my deck tech videos, and I hope to read you in another one and in your comment and in the comments. So, and don't worry, we're not finished for today. We have one last chapter. So this is the clip. Or the, well, clip sounds so small. This will be the deck tech video for the Giza deck, which we will release in a couple of days probably. So let me drink another sip. Let me pitch one more thing for the clip and also for the live stream. And by the way, did you know we have a official Cardboard Tutor playmat here on this channel, which is the Dan playmat for this month with the nice Cardboard Tutor logo here. If you become a Cardboard Curator for the month of April, you will get this Dan playmat sent right to your doorstep. So do check out the Cardboard Tutor membership on YouTube if you're interested in that. Even if you are not, or if you want to support me in other ways, subscribing, liking, and commenting and everything is obviously still a possibility. I hope to see you in another video, and bye-bye. Okay, and now we're finished, don't you worry. And we have one last chapter for today, for this evening. It's almost 10 p.m. here, and I still have some mail, which I would like to open with you, which is quite special to me, because there are 2 very big cards for my collection, which I was working towards, and I'm very happy to share with the channel. So let's get these piles here out of the way for the friend who wants them to collect them on Monday. Put them on the side here. These I will keep in this category to edit the Mox Field deck list, to have the categories shown also, which I used on this video. Now, where is my mail? There it is. So, I think I will start the video right away, and I will tell you everything about these 4 letters while we open them. Where should we put Cardboard Tutor? Somewhere here? I think here is a great spot. Yeah. And again, this is the behind the scenes. This is how I create my videos, so I will just start as if this is a new video, so don't worry, but also welcome to everyone who joined. Welcome back, fellow cardboarders. We have here 4 letters for today. These are 2 big milestones for me. One will almost finish my Legends set cube, and the other one will finish my entire dual land collection. So it's time for another installment of Quest for Cube, and we're starting out with the first letter. And this is where I off camera open it, so you don't see the address. And I can check if there's some address still written into it. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Okay, here we are. A Vesuvian Doppelganger from Unlimited. I think the sellotape is... yeah, it's stuck on there. Let's get the trusty knife and carefully cut into this to get the doppelganger out. In another video I got a signed revised copy. Sadly this is not a signed one, but that's also fine. So let's get her out of the sleeves. By the way, I noticed Cardboard Tutor is always getting the focus here for the camera, so let's hide him here. I think that should help with the focus for the video. Let's see. Okay, so it has seen some play as you've seen. I mean, it says also highly played here. Might be able to clean this off here. I have a video of cleaning cards, but other than that, it has some whitening on the back. Looks really nice. Some binder ding maybe? Yeah, this is really nice. And quite a unique card, being able to copy stuff. Really cool card. And I'm happy to put this into my unlimited set cube. Quite an iconic card. Now, before we look at the two big cards of today, one more, well, smaller letter. Okay, some shiny stickers. Let's get it out, or them out. I think there are multiple cards. Let's check what's in here. One sec. Yeah, okay. I was just checking for a shout out for this order, or for this one, and it's for this one. Okay, so we're all good. This I'm gonna cut out, obviously. There's some behind the scenes again for you. So, okay, so let's see what we got here. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. We got some deserts and an island of Whack Whack. So let's quickly look at the deserts here. None of them is the Mirage variant that has a little white dot on the little hill here in the back. All of them are normal ones. These are really fresh. Some play some minor damages, like minor dings or so, but they're really fine, really nice. Gonna include those in my Arabian Nights set cube. I need 33 deserts in there, so they're gonna help me. Thank you. And then I have an island of Whack Whack, and man, that is such a weird name. This one has been played, and I think this is the last copy that I needed for my cube. Oh man, that is such a funny card, and such a unique effect also, being able to reduce target flying creature's power to 0. So this is not like a Maze of Ith that takes the creature out of the attack, but it keeps it in there, but just reduces the power to 0. So that's interesting. Okay, now the two big letters for today. Okay. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I will talk a little about this special card. Let's get into it. This I also open on the side. Let's get the knife in here because there's quite some tape going on here. And I sure wanna make sure that I don't damage the card. Tape monster. By the way, if aspect 3190 is here, now is a great time to wake up again. Or whatever you're doing right now. Right now, for me, it's like 10 p.m. as I said earlier. That's why I said wake up. Maybe you're cooking or whatever you're doing currently. Or doing some MtG stuff. Gee. Okay. I'm more than halfway through. Just gonna cut through the last pieces of sellotape. Aye. 1/3. Okay, I think we're through. Seriously, is there? What? 1 sec. Oh, okay. I thought there was a second layer of more tape, but we're good. We're good. There's some tape on the side. 90% there. Okay. Here we go. So, okay, so this I'm really excited about. This is one of the most complicated cards printed in early Magic history. The Chains of Mephistopheles. Let's get this out of the sellotape prison, and shout out to Mike, who looks forward to making sure no one draws more than they're allowed to. Thank you, Mikey. So let's check for this Chains of Mephistopheles. This is such a unique card. Let's get it out of the top loader. I didn't think I would own a Chains of Mephistopheles that soon. I thought maybe in a year or two maybe I would get it. It's a real one? Yeah. I mean, this is so weird. So each time a player draws a card, that player must first discard a card from their hand. If there are no cards in hand, they take the top card from the library and place it in the graveyard instead of drawing. And this enchantment does not apply to the first card drawn by a player during the draw phase. And there are like memes and people who explain the card by flowcharts. It's not that complicated, in my opinion. But you always have to look again to be sure that it's correct. It has no inking on it, as far as I can tell. And it is quite a unique card. Like, no, there is no card that does a similar thing like this one. There are cards that forbid the player to draw cards at all or force people to discard cards, but the combination of this effect does not exist again. It is on the reserved list. It's quite unique, and why I am so excited about this is that I am able to meet and greet Heather Hudson on June at the European Old School Championship. If you will also be there, do let me know. Maybe privately, maybe in the comments, wherever you want to tell me. And we could also meet. We could meet in person. Maybe grab something to eat or play a round of Magic, just talk, whatever you feel like. Yeah. And this is, oh yeah, and I forgot where I was going. This is not only special because I meet and greet her, but I also am gonna get it signed, probably down here by her, and have her and all her cards signed by her. And I was almost able to get a signed one right away, like bought right away a year ago. And I was like, I mean, if I can get it signed, like I'm no rush. And now that I cannot get it signed anymore because both people who had it signed available, they don't have it anymore after a year. And now I was like, okay, now I need an unsigned one. And yeah, now I have the unsigned one and I'm able to get it signed. And this is really special to me, not only because of that, but also because I only need 2 more cards for my Legends set cube. Then my entire cube is ready and finished and can be played with 10 players and drafted with them as if they opened up an entire Legends booster box and just played with it. And one of them was this one that I still needed. Moat is another one that also costs, I think, like 600-700 probably. And Abyss, which is another 500. So around $1,000 are still left to be put into this set. And then I'm finished. Then Arabian Nights is still missing, and Unlimited, which I'm still building, and there are a couple of very expensive cards which I will not get this year. But maybe soon, like in a couple of years. We have one more letter, and I hope you enjoyed this video, which is my very last dual land that I still needed. So let's check this one out and see which one is still missing. If you saw the thumbnail, maybe you already know. Let's check it out. I'm off camera again, making sure that the address is not visible. I am still here. Don't you worry. Oh, interesting. So. Okay, so this is the last batch. This is not a dual land. I remember that I also ordered a couple more cards with this order because these are also still missing in my Unlimited set cube. Unlimited is such a big set. And Mana Barbs was one of them. Whenever any land is tapped, the player gets dealt 1 damage because they tapped a land. How dare they? Let's pick out the other card, and then I show you the last duel. Disenchant. I still needed 1, I think. Now I have my 5 that I needed for my cube as a common, and I need 5 of each common. Very nice condition. Very clean copy. Very nice. So, and the last duel of my entire set of Unlimited is a Tundra. This one has some use, but it's fine. It's fine. I knew about it. I got some pictures. So, the Tundra is the last dual land that I still needed for my Unlimited set cube and for my dual land collection. It has seen some play, has seen some wear, as you can tell, but it's really nice condition still. Probably around LP, MP maybe, LP in European terms. And man, this is so beautiful. The last piece of dual land that I needed. Now I have all 10, all in Unlimited. I upgraded all of them. I traded away all of the others that I didn't need anymore now, and now I have 10 Unlimited ones. I started out my journey of Unlimited duels around a year ago. Let me check. I don't know if I will include this in the finished video. Let me check what the earliest is here for the duels. 6th of 12 June. June 12, 2025? Really? That is crazy. Crazy. Okay. I started out the journey of my Unlimited duels around June last year. So not even a year ago I had 0 Unlimited dual lands, and my very first one was a Bayou in July of 2025, and now I have all 10, traded the revised ones and the international and collectors ones away that I never needed, that I didn't need anymore, and now I have all the Unlimited ones. This shows you if you have a goal, see how you can reach it. Trade away the cards that you no longer need and work towards the goals that you have. I have today made a dream come true that I had to have 1 of each Unlimited duel. Around 2020, 2021, I had 0 dual lands in my entire collection, and I started getting a couple CEIE, I think, dual lands, and a couple revised ones, and at some point after 2 years or so I had 1 of each duel, and I even had a couple more duels left over. I think at some point I had like 17 dual lands, and I realized I don't need more than just one of each, and I traded the rest away again to get a couple other cards that I needed for my collection at that point. And this is where we are now. Now I have one of each unlimited duel. Maybe at some point I will get 4 of each unlimited duel to be able to build every old school deck, because some of them need 4 of each dual land. We'll see about that. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video today. If you didn't know, there is a Cardboard Tutor membership on this channel, and if you're interested in getting your April's playmat, this is the April's playmat, do become a cardboard curator, and I will send you one right to your doorstep as a little thank you. After April, they're gone. So do consider subscribing, commenting, liking, all the stuff, and if you have a couple bucks left to give me a little, give me a coffee or so, you can do so. If you want to become a curator, you even get a playmat. Now, I don't need your money, just to make that clear. You can totally watch all my videos for free. I will not, up until now, I'm not planning to do any membership stuff, like membership only stuff. Not planning on doing that. Keeping the channel as it is. Old school collections and cardboard aficionadoing and unique commander decks. Well, I hope I see you in another video, and I wish you a beautiful day. Keep collecting and keep fulfilling your cardboard dreams. Don't go overboard. I wish you a beautiful day. Bye bye. Again, I'm still here. This is just for the clip. This would be the end of the live stream though. Like if you have anything else that you want to say, that you want to ask me, do so. If you take care, true Super Stefan. It was nice to have you here. If you want to ask me anything else, do so. I will stay here for a couple more minutes to tidy up all these bundle boxes that are still next to me, and maybe sleeve up a couple cards here that are lying here, to make sure they don't get damaged in any way. And otherwise, I wish you a beautiful day. I hope you enjoyed today's stream, learned a little, and also enjoyed the old cardboard rectangles that I showed today. Really happy with my collection here. Also, let me know if you knew Chains of Mephistopheles. This is such a unknown card, even to people who have been in the hobby for years. That is quite something. So I will be still here, moving around and tidying up the table next to me that has all of these bundles. Always a little sad when top loaders have like tape residue on them, which means they're no longer clean and tidy, and I can just use them for sending out cards, but not to keep them for myself and put cards in there, which is fine, but I just like stuff to be neat and tidy, you know. I do reuse stuff, like this is not gonna get thrown away. My wife also works in the environment. Can't do that, but I always was like that. Reusing stuff is is good, is important. Also, if you're still here and not subscribed, by the way, do consider leaving this channel a subscription. I'm trying to reach the 2,000 subscriber mark this year. We'll be interested to see if we can reach that. That would be cool. This would be another big milestone. This is such a big sleeve. This is a normal penny sleeve, and this penny sleeve fits inside this even bigger penny sleeve. Crazy. Some extra sleeve. And the letters. Trash. Aha. So friends, I think it's time for me to go to sleep, and time for you to find another one of my videos. I wish you a beautiful day, everyone, wherever you are in this world. Enjoy your weekend and take care. Hope to see you in another live stream or another video. Take care and bye bye.